Sorry guys, I accidentally hit the keyboard and it stopped my video. So what I was saying was that I have all of her books signed. I think I have one book from her called Slammed that isn't signed by her, but everything else I have signed copies of these. So I have a set of signed copies that are just like collectibles now that I will never read, and then I have unsigned copies that I can read, so I don't murder them. The next one is Beyond a Darkened Shore. This was from Fairy Loot, the April Fairy Loot. This book smells like, it doesn't smell bad. It smells weird. It smells kind of off. But there's nothing wrong with this one, so this looks really good. The next two is Ash Princess and Sky in the Deep. We actually have these for review, but I grabbed finished copies because I had coupons. Coupons are amazing. The next one is Inferno by Julie Kowalka. I always butcher her name. Really excited to read these. I have not finished the series. This is, I think, book 4 or 5 in the Talon series. My watch is like going off. So there's that one. The next one, this is part of my book outlet. Horde, I've got Transcendent. This is from the author of Immaculate, which I really loved. I don't think this is connected with the other one, but I don't know. But this looked really good, so I'm really excited to have it. The next one has got gunk on it, and it is a copy of Ruined and Avenged. This is another series that I've tried this book before and I didn't care for it, but I wanted to try it again, and I had to hit that mark to get free shipping, so gotta hit the mark. Put that down there. I'm running out of room up here already. Alright, so the next two were actually just extra copies of City of Ashes. These things don't hold up very well, surprisingly, after you've read them for 5 or 6 times. My copy of Clockwork Angel actually just fell apart. I think it was last year, and I had to get a new copy of it, so I always like having extra copies of these. These, of course, will just go onto a secondary shelf because I can't add anything else to my 2 shelves of Cassandra Clare. I've got multiple copies of things. I have 2 copies of Lord of Shadows. I have like 3 copies of Lady Midnight. I have all these different copies of these books, so I don't have any more room over there. I'm going to have to sit the secondary X that are just copies, like direct copies, somewhere else. The next one is, of course, Sarah J. Maas's A Court of Frost and Starlight. This is the only book I have from her that isn't signed. And I found out that this is not an actual complete novel, I guess. It's considered a novella, which I thought was kind of weird. But I'm really excited to check this out. My book club here near Winter Haven, the local book club that's out of the library, is actually going to be reading the first book in this series, so I'm excited to just kind of read them back to back. The next one is another one that we have for review, but I grabbed the finished copy, which is The Diminished. This one looks so good, and I had coupons, and I needed to use them, so I grabbed that one. The next one is one that Awesome Annie, who is now, she has changed her name. Now it is under Love Anna Reese. She's using her full name. She just wanted something different. She's going into second grade. She's going into 2nd grade this coming year, and she said that she wants to get more into middle grade novels versus the little kid books, so she wanted to upgrade her name to something more mature. I thought that was so cute. But she grabbed The Lost Kingdom of Boromir. You can actually see pictures of her with this scarf on, actually, from Owlcrate on her social media. So she's currently actually reading another one called Wish still. The next one I grabbed from, I think this was Caroline Books or Carol Inkwood Books or something like that. I thought they had a stamp in their books. I guess they don't. But Books of Carolwood. It's on Del Mabry by the Barnes & Noble, where we do the Tampa Book Club. But they're actually going out of business. So I found Zodiac there. I actually have a paperback copy of book 1 of this. This was the winner for my online community, Bibliophile Features, off of the Amino app, and this is what we are reading. So I decided to go ahead and grab the hardback. I have, I think, book 3 in hardback. Alright, the next one is Just Dreaming. This is an amazing series. I've only read book 1, so I'm so excited to have book 3. I also already have book 2, so I'm really excited to check this one out. This one deals with a world where you can actually go into your dreams. The next one is a book 2 to Anna Banks's newest series called Nemesis. These are the newer covers. They changed the covers mid-series. This one at least somewhat still coincides with book 1 for the cover, so it's not going to look too different, I guess you could say, because book 1 for the back, it shows the new cover. It's still dark, so I'm really excited to check this out because I really love book 1. The next one is actually a book 1 of Nemesis, which I thought was funny because that's book 1 of this as well. This is book 1 to the other book where I can't see it. I think it's called Genesis. This we actually did, I was on a tour for book 2 and I sped read this, so I'm really excited to actually have a copy of it now. And going back through, I want to actually reread these and take my time. But it's a really good series. I just read it really, really fast. The next one is one I have been going back and forth on buying. This is called Beasts Made of Night. I've heard so many good things about this. This is a very skinny book. I'm really excited to check that one out. The next one I actually grabbed, these are actually ones I grabbed yesterday. The Adjustment, this is the newest title from Suzanne Young in her, the program novel. This is book 5, and then I think we still have one more going. This series is actually split up between prequels and then the actual main series, so it's definitely something to check out. There's all of them in the back. It's a really good series. The next one is To Kill a Kingdom. This is another one we've had for review. Decided to just grab a finished copy because I had coupons. I got really lucky last night. I ended up renewing my Books A Million subscription, and they were doing a thing that if once it gets time for you to renew at the end of next year, as long as they can send that email to you, then you get extra money. So by the time that I got done with my books came to almost $70 because I was buying books for other people. And when I got done, I got a little bit more than half off. So I was really excited from all my coupons. I love my coupons. The next one is, of course, a copy of War Storm, and oh my god, this thing is really thick. This is a signed copy. These I'm actually still selling. I think they had 1 or 2 copies still left at my local Books A Million yesterday. I grabbed a whole bunch of copies that are actually being shipped out. I think I took almost every single book they had. So really excited to read this. This, of course, goes on my automatic keep pile. Really excited. The next one is The Dark Days Pact by Alison Goodman. We're actually reading book 1 to this right now, so this I'm actually going to sit to the side for the chopping block. I didn't like her other series with Aeon or something like that. So I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that I like these because I really like the covers and they're so beautiful. And this is book 2 and I owe both of them. And if I don't like it, I'm gonna cry. So there's that one. Actually, I can sit that one over there. The next 2 is both from the same author, Jen Bennett. I actually just finished her newest title, Starry Eyes, that we were sent for review, which thank you. I think it was from Simon Teen. Yeah, these are all Simon. Oh, this one isn't. This one is Fightful and Friends. I'm pretty sure that one was Simon Teen, and then we also got it in our uppercase that month. I think that was back in April. So, and I had actually just bought a finished copy of it. So I gave that to Andy, and she read it, and she loved it too. So I'm really excited to check out her other 2 books. So those are that. And this concludes this section of this video. I'm sorry that this ended up being 2 videos instead of 1 video. My trackpad was not being very nice to me. So, let me know what you guys can't wait to read out of this stack and the first stack. And I will be back for when we have more stuff towards the end of the month. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And thank you for watching. And I am so sorry for this being so long. It is definitely a gigantic, massive haul. That's for sure. Big haul. Big haul. Yeehaw! Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Bye! I can't even see where it is to turn it off at. It's all behind the books.